Hi, I'm Mr. Tom. I'm here at Evergreen Montessori School, and today I'd like to share with you a fun lesson. It's a science lesson. It's kind of simple, but it's fun. And science is very important because in science you ask a question, and that question leads to another question, and that curiosity leads to knowledge. And that's why our lesson today is simple but very meaningful. We're going to learn about living things and non-living things. A living thing is something that it has to eat food, it has to nourish, whether it has to eat some kind of food to nourish itself. It has to reproduce, it has to have babies, whether it's a horse or a cow or a jellyfish or a tree which makes seeds to reproduce. And it also has to move. Living things move. Non-living things don't do any of that. So this is going to be fun. Let's all say, living things, non-living things. Today I'll start with a squid. A squid lives in the ocean. It finds food, it swims, it moves around, and it reproduces in the ocean, so we have baby squids. A clip, non-living. Living, non-living. A mail truck doesn't have babies, it doesn't eat food, and it only moves if we drive it. A crab. Crabs live in the ocean. A donkey is a living thing. A crayon, non-living. A crayon does not have babies, it doesn't eat food, and it can't move by itself. My car keys, they are not living, and I don't want to lose them. Those are my car keys. A frog is a living thing. It lays eggs, and the eggs turn into baby frogs, and it lives in the water and eats bugs. A magnet is a non-living thing. Living, non-living. This is a rock from a volcano. It's not living. It's a beautiful volcanic rock. Here's brain coral. Brain coral lives in the ocean. It doesn't move much. It moves a little bit. It finds food in the water, and it's called brain coral. I have another coral. It's also living. Lives at the bottom of the ocean, doesn't move much, and it reproduces on itself. A dice, non-living. Living, non-living. Money is not living. A bird is living. Birds are beautiful. They fly around our earth, they find food, and they lay eggs which turn into baby birds. A grasshopper is a living thing. This beautiful rock, this geo, is non-living. It's very beautiful, but it's not living. And I have a pine cone. Came from a pine tree, maybe an evergreen tree. And each one of these little bumps is a seed that can turn into another tree. We're almost done. Living, non-living. One of my favorites is this sand dollar, which lives on the bottom of the ocean. It moves slowly. It moves around on the bottom, and it finds food on the bottom of the ocean. So I'm going to put it right at the front. That's a beautiful sand dollar. I think our horse might fall over. And one that I find fascinating, questions in science. Here's a shell. Inside, the shell is not living. There used to be a mollusk living in there, and the shell became part of its body. So why is this one small? We have a bigger one, and the shell, again, is not living. The mollusk inside was living. Then why is this one and this one and this one is so big? This was a big mollusk inside. And so this is what's fascinating. When we have living things, non-living things. questions that come. I have one I think I want to share with you. A pencil. It's not living, and yet it comes from a tree. So is a pencil living or non-living? I'm going to say not living, although it came from a tree, which is living. So there's so much. If I take the earth and we look at the earth, is the earth living or non-living? Well, it's a beautiful planet. It has land and water. The earth is not living, but there's so much life on the earth. We need the water to be clean and to sustain life, to keep life on our planet. And we need to keep the land clean and take care of our earth. So the earth is not living, but we all live on the earth. So I'm going to put it right in the middle. And that's where we are at Evergreen Montessori in North America. Thank you for coming today. I hope you enjoyed our lesson, and keep asking questions in that science.